Michael says, I had the tire iron, I had the gun, and I'm using it to protect myself from him. Say stand back kind of thing. He says, don't, stop playing games, and then now lunges or comes at me. I've already been beaten by him before. He's sent the text messages. You can say he's going to beat me. Is that self-defense? If he's lunging or coming at her, she already knows what it feels like to be beaten by this man. She'll testify to, likely. Is that now self-defense, or what do you think? Is it not enough? I mean, do you have to wait to get beaten up, or what is it? 2 hits, 3 hits? How many hits? How many times you got to get hit by a guy before you shoot him?
Yeah, I mean, we all unfortunately witnessed the Trayvon Martin trial when, a complete stranger killed a kid, who, he was able to prove to the jury he was beating me, right? So she doesn't exactly have to prove that there was a massive history or anything like that. That would be very helpful for her. But to answer your question, to prove to the jury that this was self-defense, in my opinion, it's enough to show that he was the aggressor and he knew she was holding a gun, and by him attacking her, knowing she had a gun, it was either kill or be killed. However, the testimony of that detective kind of tipped me over into the camp of she probably is going to get convicted of this, because there were no prior phone calls, there were no prior incidences with this person. He's on tape saying, stop playing games. She was manipulating her daughter after the fact. She did not exactly have an impassioned, emotional police interview. I know we didn't see the video on it, but from the audio, she did not have an impassioned plea that she was defending herself. She went outside. She talked to the police officers. She was gaming the system, asking them, what if I kill him in self-defense? He told the police officers, who have better instincts on these situations than any of us, told her, you're fine, go back in the house. And then she came back out, got the weapon, went back inside, and gamed this whole system. I've now been tipped over into the camp of, she's going to be acquitted. She had bad hands. People, you have to understand something. It's not enough. We see this in movies, so some of us believe, hey, it's okay to kill a domestic abuser just because they're abusing you. That's not actually the case. You're not allowed to kill somebody who's abusing you. You have to really prove that you have been beaten multiple times. It's just to go up to somebody and kill them in cold blood, murder them, not in self-defense, just to kill them in cold blood. You have to prove that there have been years upon years upon years of threats, you feeling you're in imminent danger. In the self-defense realm, you don't have to prove any of that, but you do have to prove that you felt that your life was an imminent threat, imminent harm of somebody about to kill you, right? She has to prove that. That's a mountain she has to climb. I don't think she can avoid testifying now, because the overwhelming evidence against her is that she killed him in cold blood. So her defense has to prove to the jury that it was self-defense, and here's why. Here is the evidence that she was about to be murdered by this man, and she killed him to defend herself.